Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on January 9, 2024. Why is boycott Maldives trending in India? The Independent, why India is boycotting Maldives over President Modi's trip to beach, ITV News. ITV News, Israel's big announcement for Lakshadweep amid India-Maldives row, work to begin. Hindustan Times, opinion, in row with Maldives, lessons for India. NDTV, the taste with Ver, tourism and India-Maldives row over anti-Modi posts. Portugal's revamped golden visa scheme to boost investment funds. Saudi Arabia interested in Israel normalization deal after war. From Bill to Michael, why Mr. Haley switched names. Chinese satellite launch triggers emergency alert across Taiwan. The Guardian, China satellite launch triggers air raid alert in Taiwan ahead of election. BBC, Taiwan's defense ministry issues air raid alert. Voice of America, VOA News, Chinese satellite launch triggers alarm in Taiwan. Al Jazeera English, Taiwan issues air raid alert as China launches satellite over island. North Korea's Kim Jong-un believed to have turned 40. BBC, North Korea's Kim Jong-un turns 40 feet but without any official celebrations. The Independent, Kim Jong-un's 40th birthday marked by media silence amid speculation on daughter's succession. Times of India, Kim Jong-un forgoes 40th celebrations, feels not achieved enough, expert. Business Insider, North Korea's Kim turns 40. But there are no public celebrations of his birthday. Spain pollution, millions of plastic pellets wash up on coast. Oil tankers continue Red Sea movements despite Houthi attacks. Reuters, why Red Sea attacks won't derail globalization, probably. Financial Times, supply chain latest, seafarers describe cross the Red Sea. Bloomberg, the long shadow of the Red Sea shipping disruption. Atlantic Council, Red Sea Houthi attacks could increase consumer prices. Time. South Korea passes law banning dog meat trade. BBC, South Korea agrees historic ban on dog meat industry. Sky News, golden retriever now happy after being rescued from dog meat farm. ITV News. ITV News, South Korea bans trade in dog meat. The Times, South Korea passes bill banning production and sale of dog meat. Middle East crisis live, genocide claim, preposterous, says Israel, as pressure grows over Gaza offensive. The Guardian, Israel-Gaza live news, dozens reported killed in Gaza as Blinken urges protection for civilians. BBC, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken continues tour of Middle East. BBC News. BBC News, Antony Blinken back in Israel to defuse war tensions in Middle East. The Times, Antony Blinken, on the U.S. mission to stop Gaza igniting wider war. Hezbollah drone strike hits key Israeli military command center. The Guardian, suspected Israeli strike in Lebanon kills senior Hezbollah commander. BBC, 3 possible Hezbollah members killed in Israeli strike on a car in southern Lebanon. Al Jazeera English, why both Israel and Hezbollah are eager to avoid tit-for-tat attacks escalating into full-blown war. The Conversation Indonesia, Israel army faces Hezbollah fury. IDF's Northern Command HQ bombed in revenge drone attack. Suchana Seth arrest, dead body of 4-year-old son found in Indian AI startup boss luggage. Sky News, how Suchana Seth, accused of son's murder, was caught, bloodstains, clever cab driver. NDTV, Indian AI company chief charged with murder of 4-year-old son. The Independent, who is Suchana Seth? The CEO mother who killed her son to prevent him from meeting her ex-husband. India Today, bloodstains, clever cab driver, how CEO accused of son's murder was caught. Norwegian mass killer Breivik says sorry, calls prison a nightmare. Reuters, Anders Breivik, mass murderer sues Norway over prison isolation. BBC, mass killer back in court attempting to sue Norway for alleged human rights breaches. Euronews, isolation in Norwegian prison making Breivik suicidal, lawyer. France 24 English, Norway says Breivik still poses risk of unbridled violence. Immunity hearing, U.S. court hears whether ex-president can be prosecuted. BBC, Trump's arguments for immunity not as hopeless as some claim. The conversation Indonesia, the coming Trump constitutional crisis, and how to avoid it. The Hill, Trump lawyers spar with judges over presidential immunity claim. Spain brings back mandatory face masks in hospitals as COVID spikes again. The Independent, Spain bringing back mandatory masks amid COVID surge. Wales Online, Spain reintroduces mandatory face masks over COVID concerns. Euronews, Spain introduces new face mask rules following spike in COVID cases. Manchester Evening News, Spain brings back mask rules as tridemic of respiratory illness hits Europe. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.